Here is what a busy mom stocks her pantry with from Azure Standard. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee. Here on Kaylee's Notebook, I love to share all the things that I make in my kitchen, teach you, inspire you in the kitchen with Christian motherhood. And today we are going to unpack a very large Azure order. I don't think I've ordered this much off Azure in a really long time, so it's gonna be really good. Let's get into it. Let me tell you what, that was a whole workout just getting it from the truck to the house. I still feel winded, so just bear with me. All right, we are gonna start with chicken. I did a pretty big order of chicken off of Azure this month of February. The reason why I did this chicken is because it's air chilled, and if you have gone down the deep rabbit hole of the way chicken is processed sitting in chlorinated water, full of chemicals, those little pads that go inside the chicken packs, full of chemicals. It's insane. You can't see what you unseen. So I got air chilled chicken. We eat quite a bit of chicken in our house and beef. Those are the two proteins that we typically rotate through. So I got quite a bit of it. I got whole chickens and chicken breast. I think these are all 1 pound each for the chicken breast. I've ordered these before, really, really good, very high quality. I love getting the whole chickens also because I like making my own bone broth, and I prefer to have chicken bone broth on hand at all times. And I bought 2 boxes of breast because that's our preferred chicken. So I actually bought 3 boxes of chicken breast. There are 12 chicken breasts in here, 1 pound each. They are $127 per box. So for the whole chickens, there is 8 of them in here. They're about 4 pounds each, and this box cost $171. So a new thing I ordered off of Azure was their toilet paper. This is another thing I have looked up about of bleach being on toilet paper. I don't know. I just thought, you know what, I'm already ordering a big Azure haul. I might as well just get some toilet paper in it too. My preferred toilet paper is from Sam's Club, but I thought I would try this anyways. This is 24 rolls of toilet paper for $25.11. That's one thing about Azure is you never know what is gonna be in a box. And I think this is 1 gallon of Azure's dish soap. I am a huge fan of their cleaning products when it comes to laundry detergent, dish soap, dishwasher powder. Always such a great find and just very powerful products. Another great thing off of Azure is Alexander's heavy cream. The best heavy cream. I love that it doesn't have any gums in it or stabilizers and all of that crazy junk ingredients. It's just heavy cream. And this heavy cream also has a little bit higher percentage of milk fat. So when you're whipping it into things like whipped cream or putting it into baked goods, it is just so delicious and just so rich. And these are $36.33 each. And another very favorite item of mine are these French fries. There is no ingredients in these. These are just cut potatoes into French fries, and they are amazing. They are so delicious, so good. Sometimes I will put butter on them with like salt and pepper and garlic granules and some paprika. Sometimes I'll just do salt and pepper. With our new convection oven, our propane convection oven, I'm super excited to see how these are gonna crisp up, I'm sure, beautifully. Highly recommend these. I usually buy a 25-pound bag in the summertime because we eat it very often with just all of the yummy summer dishes that we make. So this is European vat pasteurized butter. These are 1 pound rolls for $139, and there's 15 rolls in a box. Absolutely love this butter. I really do like how big it is because I can make a double batch of cookies and I don't even have to measure out my butter. Because I buy this so often, I just have accommodated to how I cook and bake for these big kind of butter rolls. And they freeze beautifully. I think this one is pretty obvious. It's gonna be a jovial gluten-free pasta. I do make homemade pasta, but my husband's on a workout diet, so he eats a lot of rice. And he really likes these pastas, and so does my daughter. One of my kids really love this pasta. So I usually just buy a box of it. It lasts me quite a while because we eat it every now and then or just whenever needed. But this is a box of 12-ounce pasta for $60.38. And this is powdered sugar. This is 5 pounds of powdered sugar for $14.05. I also got some sesame seeds. We have been making a lot of burger buns lately, and I just like having this stuff stocked all the time. This is 1 pound for $5.30. And then I got just my regular baking cups. They're like jumbo cupcake liners. And I got 4 of them, 60 in each box for $8.97. I love having these on hand. I go through these I don't even know, I can't remember the last time I even bought them because it takes me a while to get through it. I guess it really depends on how many cupcakes or muffins you're baking, but I always love having these on hand, and they are non-bleached paper, so I love that. And we have some oyster shells for my chickens. Our chickens are just under a year old, so we have a lot of new laying hens. I have one hen that has been laying like squishy eggs. Ugh, I hate going in to the nesting box and grabbing one of those. So I heard oyster shells. This is our first flock. We bought them late spring last year. So this is like really their first year laying. So everything is all new to me. So we got some oyster shells for our girls. This is 5 pounds for $8.75. Okay, I got 3 5 pounds of golden potatoes. These are $8.25 each bag. And then I got some green bell peppers. These are 2 pounds for $8.02. I also found these little straws. These were on sale for $3.55. Okay, this is the one thing I have been super excited for. This is going to be my featured item off of Azure, and it is going to be premium cooking beef tallow oil. I've gotten quite a few comments on my YouTube channel about olive oil being toxic when it heats up to a certain degree, and I totally agree. I just love olive oil. I think it's still great in like bake things like your everyday bread, but it is something that I use always to cook my eggs in. So I'm kind of wanting to get away from that when it comes to frying things. I can use butter, but this has a higher smoking point. So I really am excited to try this. And I think one thing I want to try is probably donuts. That's like the first thing I thought of when I put this in my cart. This is 14 ounces for $17.32. And then we got some garlic granules. This is 1 pound for $13.92. I probably should have gotten a bigger one. I use quite a bit of garlic granules, but it'll hold me off for now. And then we got some black pepper, and this is a 1 pound package for $23.56. And then I got some coconut aminos. This is a 16-ounce glass jar for $12.27. Okay, I've been super excited about this. This is an organic maple syrup, dark maple syrup in a glass jar. This one was a little bit of a splurge because I can get a really great price off of Sam's Club, but it always comes in like a plastic container, and I really want to try to invest in more high quality ingredients with a better container like glass, and just trying to kind of get away from plastic. I feel like I say that often, but here I am still using plastic. But I just went ahead and splurged on this, so I'm super excited. I don't think I've ever bought in their maple syrup before, but I hear it's really great. This is a 64-ounce glass jar for $41.15. Okay, this is a 25-pound bag of einkorn wheat berries for $58.52. If you're new here, I fresh mill all of our flour right here at home with my Como electric mill. Einkorn is my preferred wheat that I use for all of my quick breads like pancakes, muffins, waffles, all of those fun things. I was getting quite low on it, so we're so excited to have this ancient grain in our house again. And whenever I buy them in 25-pound bags, I always have a 5-gallon food bucket with a gamma lid on top, and it will fit all 25 pounds of this wheat. So this is a 25-pound bag of a hard red wheat. This is my preferred wheat berry when I'm making things like my everyday loaf of bread. Sometimes I will use it for things like English muffins, but I usually like to use a hard white for that. This is a 25-pound bag for $20.63. Last but not least, this is a 25-pound bag of rolled oats. This 25-pound bag of rolled oats is $25.17. This is such a great staple to keep on hand. I maybe buy this twice a year, sometimes once a year, depending on how much oatmeal we eat or how much granola we have. Such a great thing to always just be able to make things very quickly. If you like overnight oats, these are the kind of oats that you're gonna wanna use with maybe some raw milk and some berries in it. Is always so delicious. If you enjoy watching Azure haul, head over to my friend Mama's Fruitful Home. She is going to be unpacking her February haul as well. Go over to her channel, let her know that I sent you. If you like content that is about biblical homemaking and cooking from scratch, hit subscribe on her channel and let her know that I sent you there.